official logo for Lanterns is right here. Lanterns. There it is. And as I'm seeing in the chat, people are saying, oh, people are overacting. People are freaking out. And they are. They're losing their mind. This super bat is canon. Says, even the logo for this show barely has any green. I'm crying. Why? What? Why is it that a logo is going to upset you so much? Why does a logo upset you so much? Like, honestly, I saw this logo and I was just kind of like, cool. I like it. You get a tint of green. It looks kind of dirty and dusty. It's got, it's just got a little bit to it. It's all right. It's nice. Like, a logo's not supposed to be like this overly spectacular, excite you to the moon and back. It's not. That's not what a logo is. A logo is supposed to, like, specifically a word text logo is just supposed to get across, like, hey, this is what the show's called. Here you go. And sometimes it has the aesthetic of what that show is, which I believe this does have. But it gets better. Mr. Fisher says, why is everything that comes from DC Studios so damn cheap? That's how he says it. Just think of his voice when we do that. Oh, why is everything? Well, that's not how his voice. What's his voice? I can't remember his voice. Anyways, it's really bad. Anyways, what do you mean it's cheap? I have to ask that question. Mr. Fisher, why do you think this logo is cheap? Now, we know, Aaron, that you yourself are a diehard Zack Snyder fan. Am I not wrong? I am not wrong. I'm not wrong at all. You are a diehard Zack Snyder fan, and I believe you're also a diehard Christopher Nolan fan. And let's not get into Christopher Nolan logos, because all his logos are gray text on a black background 99.9% of the time. But let's go back to the Zack Snyder of it all, because we know how big of a fan you are of Zack Snyder and are pushing for Zack Snyder to come back and do everything DC and be DC, and you just want him to wear a DC shirt and be the DC man. Because that's what you are, Aaron. That's all you care about. Because you have to find any fucking reason to complain about James Gunn and DC, because if you don't, then you have no reason for living, I don't think. So when you sit here and bitch about this, why does it look so cheap? Remember Man of Steel? That's white text with a little sunburst there and even smaller sunburst there. That's it. That is it. You can make that in Pixelmator. I can make it right now on Pixelmator. Yeah, hell, you could probably make it on Microsoft Paint if you're good enough on it. I'm sure my kids could probably do it because they probably play with Microsoft Paint at school. You want to talk about cheap? Look, Man of Steel is my favorite superhero movie, but let's not sit here and act like that doesn't just yell cheap. Okay? But Batman v Superman. Oh, look, it's the same damn thing without the little sunbursts. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Look at that. Look at that. That looks cheap. It's just white lettering, Aaron. White lettering. Oh, I'm sorry. It's got a little bit of an underline there. Just a little bit of an underline. Little bit of an underline. Again, can make it on Microsoft Paint, Pixelmator, Photoshop, whatever you have. Anybody can do it. It's not hard. Not hard at all. And then Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'll give him credit for this because at least he changed the font from the last two movies. At least the font's slightly different. But it's just white lettering. That's all it is white lettering. Okay, I'll give it to you. Because you can take a look here and see, oh, look, the lettering's the same old lettering. Okay. So I showed you one where he actually changed the lettering, but if you look at the actual release, the lettering is back to the same old lettering, but it just has a gradient within it. So Aaron, yes, Aaron, I hope you see this because you're being completely ridiculous. Okay? Ridiculous. You're sitting here saying that the logo looks cheap when your god, Zack Snyder, his films, those logos look far cheaper, far more generic than Lanterns does. And then you say everything that comes from DC Studios looks so damn cheap. Everything. You say everything. You're saying absolutely everything, right? Everything? Bro, you are pandering to people who are looking to hate so much. And it's pathetic. It is truly pathetic. I mean, I give you credit. Sure, look, you're getting the clicks, you're getting the views, and I'm sure you're getting paid. You're probably getting your $500 paychecks from YouTube every month, and you're probably enjoying it. Maybe 1,000, maybe you're hitting 1,000. I don't know. But I'm sure you're liking it because you're getting this 15,000 clicks. I was looking at your YouTube the other day because a viewer of mine sent me something. I guess you keep deleting his post or his comment on one of your videos. So I had to go watch what the video was because of that. And don't worry, I'll be talking about that soon enough. But you specifically only get good views when you talk about hating, like ripping apart DC. Like if you talk positively about anything DC, nobody cares. Like if it's not Snyder related where you lie and say it's restored, or if it's not James Gunn is a bitch and I hate him. There's the Aaron Fisher. There it is. Then you get like no views. Those are the only two types of videos that get views for you. And look, I get it. I get you lean into why or what works for your channel. I do it. Look, you see what I do. I lean into it. I get it. But, doing this stuff is just so pathetic. It's pathetic. It's dishonest. It's time to grow up. You're nearly 50 years old. Grow up, my man. Grow up. Anyways, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the logo because they say that everything looks boring. What is with these DCU and boring ass logos? At least they changed the font. It's not all the same font. At least they do something different with it. Superman worked. Supergirl, much different. Has some texture behind it. Lanterns has some texture within it. But let's not act like this is something new when it comes to film. Like this is what films have been doing for a while. And Warner Brothers is kind of big behind these single looking type of things. So it's a Warner Brothers thing. It's a Warner Brothers thing. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below about the Lanterns logo and all these people freaking out about it.